Steve Cook from Premier Guitar and PremierGuitar.com. Today we are looking at the Hartke HD500, a 35-pound Class D 500-watt amplifier. Now, why? Well, it's portable, it's powerful, it's easy. Gone are the days, I don't want to say gone are the days because it makes me feel bad, but gone are the days when we lugged the big amps to the gig, like I used to do in my station wagon. I had two 215 cabs and a massive, very heavy brick-like head. And well, as you get older, you don't want to carry that stuff around. So they have the new Class D amplifiers, which of course are very, very powerful and very, very small. And so Hartke has a combo amp that's very simple, but definitely useful. So we're going to look at the HD500 in depth today. But before we do, my signal chain is very simple. It is a Fender Precision Deluxe, which I'm keeping in passive mode today. And then we are going into the Hartke. And coming out of the Hartke, there is a line out, but the line out is basically pre-EQ, which is great for front of house, bad for representation purposes. So we are miking it with an SM57, going into an Apogee Quartet into Pro Tools. So here is that control panel for the HD500 from Hartke. Very simple, very straightforward. Over here is your 1/4" input. This is your volume control. These controls are very smooth, by the way, very tight. We have the shape shifter. It's the shape control. It's that mid sweep. You can see the frequencies around the dial. Here's that 3-band EQ with bass, mid, and treble. This is your 1/8" in if you're jamming with an iPod, you're jamming with an 8-track, you know, you get the idea. But plug that in and play along. Then we have an effects loop with your send and return. This is your pre-EQ XLR DI. And then 1/4" headphone jack for silent practice. The Hartke HD500, it's a pretty cool little amplifier. Very simple, very straightforward, so we're going to get to those features here. What sets it apart is the shape contour, and the shape contour is basically a mid-sweep. And so the top of the piece was played with flat EQ, it's 3-band EQ, flat EQ, and the shape was set at, where are we at? About 450 of the sweep. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play and then sweep you from one extreme to the other. We're going to start with the shape all the way down, or off, or basically cutting out 100. And now I'm easing some of those tones back in. You can hear the bass sort of come back. And now it's got that little scoop. And we will go back all the way. This is the extremes, furthest extreme on the shape filter. Now, why do you want this shape filter? Well, our reviewer, Dave Abdo, was playing this exact rig downtown Nashville, and he was playing upright and he was playing electric bass. And so what he did is he was able to sort of notch out any feedback that was happening on deck. And that's why this is set up for pre-EQ to front of house, so they can EQ and sculpt what works for them, and then you can use this to create a tone that works for you. So some stages may be more bass heavy, some stages may not be giving you what you need. You can sort of notch that in, get the frequencies that you like. If you play better because of it, well, that's sort of why we do this. So we feel more comfortable with our tone and what we're doing. So anyhow, so that is what the shape feature does. Let me roll through this 3-band EQ. It's really simple. It's a 3-band EQ with bass, mid, and treb. But we'll go through some of the sweeps. You can hear what these HyDrive cones do. Now, HyDrive, of course, Hartke, as you know, or may not know, the aluminum cone sort of innovators. And so what they did is they took the resilience and the crispness of an aluminum cone and paired it with the paper cones so you can get a little bit more warmth. And these are called HyDrive speakers. So we're going to go through that. Excuse me. We're going to go through that tone here in a second. And this is with the shape off. And this is with that was with the bass down, the mid up, and the treble up, so you can get a little bit more of the dynamic. Now I'm going to do that famous little smiley face. Yeah, and we'll go back to flat. So those are the basics on the HD500 from Hartke. Again, 500 watts, 35 pounds. Great for the coffee shop gigs, great for the small club gigs, great for the bedroom, great for the studio, great for the van. You know, just plug and go. Just play. Just play. That's what we encourage here at Premier Guitar. For Premier Guitar and PremierGuitar.com, this is Steve Cook, and we'll see you real soon.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on PremierGuitar.com.